Just for starters, just really like the way our guys have come back and remain focused on our process of how we want to go about our weekly process of getting prepared and reviewing the previous game and moving on to the next game. But to circle back to last week, we all know what we did wasn't good enough offensively in any of the phases, whether it was the run game, pass game, protection, or myself. There's all those different things that we've got to find a way to continue to get better, which I believe we are as we continue to follow our process. That being said, we are excited about moving forward to face Carolina, which is another very good defense. I know they're one of the top rush defenses in the league, a top 10 rush defense, starting with their interior D lineman, number 95. And our guys are ready for the challenge and looking to put their best foot forward this week.
Minus 10 passing yards. How do you explain that?
Yeah, just a subpar day was not good enough, I think, in all areas. We just got to continue to clean up our details, make sure that I'm on point as well, putting those guys in the best position possible. And I think our guys are focused on that this week.
Tanner, obviously, this is the whole we're a second-guess world here. Obviously.
Sure.
When you look back at the end game sequence there, you had a 2nd and 3 from 46 on their side.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously weren't able to pass the ball well. You were already 8 sacks in.
Mm-hmm.
What was the thinking? Send Justin back to pass there rather than just trying to get some positive yards with Brees or even Justin.
Sure. So I think that sequence ended up a little bit as they started. We knew going into that in those gotta-have-it moments that they were going to get to their cover 0, and we had a plan that we put in place, and we got to that plan, and ultimately, in the end of the day, we didn't come through on all of our parts, and so. We'll again find ourselves in that situation, and next time, we'll be on the other side of the story.
Was there any reason, just as a follow-up, I don't know if you call any design runs for him, or maybe Justin, maybe one. I think he ran 7 times. Most of them just ran.
Sure. No, there were a handful of runs that are again the read run where he's involved in those runs. But I believe AG said something about it the other day. What their answer was to try to eliminate that was to try to bring a couple of guys outside to force the handoff to the running back, which they did do a good job of. And so that was their answer, and for us, for some of those quarterback runs.
Justin talked about wanting to be more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
How do you manage, wanting him to be more aggressive, but also being careful with the football as well?
I loved exactly what he said. He said, I can be more aggressive, but aggressive doesn't mean reckless. And he's exactly right. He can go ahead and push the ball down the field. He's got confidence in his receivers that they're going to go make a play. And I don't have a problem whatsoever with him having that mindset going forward, saying, hey, I'm going to go on ahead and I'm just going to let this thing fly. And our guys are going to make a play. Absolutely.
How do you think he's responded since then? Because obviously, he knows what's going on. He's saying
Sure.
Benched or whatever. How do you think he's responding?
I think he's responding great. He showed up yesterday, and we watched the tape again, and he's putting his best foot forward. He's ready to go. He's coming by. He's looking for the install. He's looking, what are we looking at? How are we trying to attack these guys? And he's going about his business with an intensity that I would expect him to have.
His demeanor, like we talked about before, how he goes like this.
Yeah.
Does it help at a time like this?
I think what it helps with is to eliminate any roller coastering, right? You never want to get too high and you never want to get too low. And I think one of the best things about, just like you said, his mentality is he stays pretty even keel the whole time. So I think that could be a benefit in a situation like that. Yeah.
How difficult is the challenge, especially considering Garrett may not, be soon enough. Also, Josh Reynolds is a little bit, banged up
Sure.
as well. How difficult is the challenge for facing the Panthers?
I got you. Yeah, to me, it's next man up. And again, we're all professional, or they are all professional football players, and they're all here for a reason. And we've got the utmost confidence in any of the guys that need to step up if those two players are not available to go on ahead and get the job done.
Not referring to this game specifically against Denver, but just overall. When you have a guy like Brees who can make plays in space, why don't you guys throw more running back screens?
It's a great question. I think there's some times that we've called them, and maybe it just didn't work out. But at the time, as I guess the game unfolds, it just hasn't presented itself, I would say.
When you look at the statute, just in relation to that, when you look at the stat sheet, realize he didn't have a single target. What goes through your mind?
Yeah, so what I would say to that is last week going into it, we knew that they were the leading sack team in the league the previous year, and they already led the league in sacks going into the game last week. Protection was really at the forefront, so we had those guys in some situations where we were checking our protection and then also looking to number 15, so it might have taken those guys just a little bit longer to get out as we were attempting to shore up the pocket to give a little bit more time to the quarterback. With their tight man and match coverage, at times that can cause things to take a little bit longer, so that might have been part of a byproduct of the protection plan last week.
What do you expect from the O-line now, after, like from a pride standpoint, that they've come under fire now too? What do you expect from them this week?
I expect them to bounce back and respond and accept the challenge just like they do every single week. I don't think that they're going to show up hanging their heads low. I think they're going to show up with their chest out and their head high and accept the challenge and move forward and know that they can get the job done because they've done it in the past.
Do you think you've maximized Justin's full skill set?
Yeah, I think we're really trying to put Justin in a position to have success, whether that's running the ball or trying to get him on the move or getting the ball out quickly on the perimeter. I think we're trying to do what we think is best for his skill set. Yeah.
Take up more?
You alluded to how Denver defended you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every team is going to watch that.
Correct.
So how do you counter that?
It's a great question, and that's for me to know.
How's your confidence level in being able to?
Yeah, my confidence level is fine. My confidence level is high. We've got a great plan. We know the issues that are coming up, and we know what our solutions are going to be when people want to have those types of answers, I guess, for what we're trying to do.
What have you seen from Arian Smith?
What have I seen from Arian Smith? I've seen flashes. I've seen flashes of really good wide receiver play, and I've seen flashes of being a rookie. And so what I see in the flashes is what we saw on the college tape, and I'm encouraged by that.